today we are back in Ocala, Florida, checking out a brand new affordable home with a 3-car garage situated on a 1/4 acre of land with no HOA and no CDD. So that means nobody can tell you guys what to do with your own land. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you guys stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss this one. Before we jump into the tour, I want to make sure you guys understand where we are currently located, and today we are in Ocala, Florida.
And more specifically, Marion Oaks, which is located just about 25 minutes from downtown Ocala. Ocala's historic downtown offers a great family-friendly environment, filled with local boutiques, cozy cafes, and even art galleries. From live music at nights to weekends, farmers markets, to even horse-drawn carriage rides, there's always something going on downtown, making it the heartbeat of Ocala. Also making it a great place to consider your next hometown. And just about 15 minutes away from our location here in Marion Oaks is going to be Highway 200. Where you will find just about everything you're going to need, from big name retailers and grocery stores to hospitals, gyms, and restaurants. So whether you need to run errands or just go grab dinner, Highway 200 makes daily life in Ocala much more convenient. And Ocala isn't too far away from Florida's major hotspots, with Orlando being only an hour and a half away. Offering world-class attractions like Walt Disney World and Universal, as well as professional sporting teams and so much more. And Tampa's not too far away, being just an hour and 40 minutes away, also offering very similar amenities to Orlando. With world-class attractions like Busch Gardens, professional sporting teams, and of course our West Coast beaches, you're never too far from some of Florida's favorite hotspots.
Welcome back, everybody, and if you're new to me or my channel, my name is Concepcion, a real estate advisor in the Central Florida area, and I help people buy, sell, and relocate to Central Florida. So if you're thinking about making a move, reach out to us because we'd love to help you make that decision. All my information is going to be on the screen as well as in the description. And now the home we're checking out today is going to be priced right at $350,000, and it's going to come with 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, sitting right at 1,990 square feet with a 3-car garage. And I just want to make sure you guys are aware that at the end of the video, we go over a numbers breakdown detailing things like your loan options, down payments, as well as what you can expect a monthly payment to look like in a home like this. So if you're curious about the educational side of the home tour, make sure you guys stay tuned for Coach Contra's class at the end of the video. And with that being said, let's kick this home tour off, and I'll meet you guys at the front of the home. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. Now let's step right into the home. As soon as we step in, we have no foyer. We step into an open concept where you guys can see your kitchen, your living, and your dining spaces. And we're going to have our gray LVP floors throughout the main areas of the home. And we are going to have an 8-foot front door in this home, as well as just above 9-foot ceilings throughout the entire home. And our first destination in our home is going to be just to the left of me. It's actually going to be an entire ensuite. So we're going to get a bedroom as well as a bathroom just behind this door. So let's go ahead and take a walk in. In bedroom number 1, we switch over from our LVP onto our cozy carpets. And we're going to have those double front-facing windows, bringing in a good amount of natural light to our bedroom. And we're going to have these French doors that lead directly to our walk-in closet. And I love the way they utilize space in this bedroom, giving us this little bit of extra space with this divot right here in the room. You guys can see that we have the cable hookup right there. So this would be the perfect spot to slide in the desk or have a TV on top of the dresser. And this is a good room for whatever guests you may have stopping by, whether it's grandma, grandpa, your oldest sibling. It's good because it offers its own bathroom as well, thus creating our ensuite. So we're gonna take a look at bathroom number 1 right now. Let's go. In bathroom number 1, we are going to switch from our cozy carpets onto ceramic tiles. And we're going to have that shower tub combo with those ceramic tiles going all the way up to the ceiling. And I love that we get a little bit of natural light coming in from our window in this bathroom. And then we're going to have our white cabinets and stainless steel hardware paired with our single vanity sink. And we're gonna have those granite countertops on top. And I also like that we have this little ledge and lip right next to our sink, offering a little bit more counter space. Now exiting our ensuite, I love stepping out of our ensuite and walking into this open concept because you have so much natural light coming into this area. We have those really tall ceilings creating such a grand environment. And of course, you get to see your kitchen, your living, and your dining spaces. Now, I completely understand that sometimes it's hard to envision your lifestyle when you're walking through a blank canvas, especially when we're talking about watching on video. So I would love to assist you guys in that category. Just behind me, I feel is a good location for our dining room. Just on the ceiling right there is going to be where you could hang a fixture from. That is our light just above there. And in this space makes a good spot to put a nice sized dining table here, allowing you guys to still have a lot of uninterrupted space just in our living room to the right of us. And I love when a home is designed to allow those direct sight lines from our kitchen leading over to our living space, as this is the main entertainment area of the home. And then we're gonna have, again, those 9-foot ceilings, creating a very large and open environment. And there's no shortage of natural light coming in from our 3 windows, as well as those huge sliding lanai doors that take us directly to our covered lanai. And I'll say it again, direct sight lines. So no matter where you're standing in the open concept, you're pretty much gonna have direct sight lines to the rest of your open areas in the home. Like this beautiful wall right behind me where you guys are going to hang that massive 100-inch screen television that you guys are going to bring once you move in. So whether you're cooking, cleaning, or just shuffling around the home, whatever game you guys got on or whatever show you're currently binge watching can be visible from any point in the open concept. Now, I already spoke about the natural light we get in this home. A portion of that natural light comes from those huge 8-foot sliding doors that take us directly to our covered lanai. So let's go take a look. And on our covered lanai, you could easily fit a small patio furniture set along with a grill, and a TV out here would truly complete that ensemble. And now our property is situated on a 1/4 acre of land, and you guys have no rear neighbors. Now, one feature I love that our builders included in this home is they included our gutter system. Now, most new construction homes do not actually come with gutters, so it's definitely a nice feature to see on this home. Now, stepping back into our home, we're going to walk towards our kitchen and walk past that door. Behind that door is going to be our master, and we're going to check it out at the end of the tour. Stepping into our kitchen, the first thing we're going to see is we have these gray granite countertops. And then on our island, we're going to have an island with a breakfast bar. That's also going to come with a stainless steel single deep sink. And we're also going to have 42-inch upper white cabinets in our kitchen, and they do come with the crown molding as well. And they're also going to come fully equipped with the soft close, as you guys can see, everyone's favorite feature. Just behind this door is going to be our pantry. Go ahead and take a look. And we have a smaller walk-in pantry to give you enough space to step into, and there are a good amount of shelves, giving you good availability for the storage in this home. And we're going to have these white subway tiles as backsplash. Now, everything you guys are seeing in this home is what you're going to get. Now, there are a few other design options, features, and so forth, but this home specifically, it's like an inventory home. It's a spec home. What you guys see is what you get. Now, let's talk about our appliances. We have our microwave, then our oven stove, and these are going to be standard appliances. Something we will not see is going to be the range and hood just above, but you do get a little bit of that soft close. Now, just on the other side of the kitchen is going to be our dishwasher, which is just right under the island. And again, those are our universally standard appliances. Those 3 pretty much always come included in new construction, no matter where you go. One thing that doesn't always come included is going to be the refrigerator, which is huge. We love to see a refrigerator included in our home along with our other appliances. Now, we're going to step out of our kitchen. Just behind me is going to be our laundry room. In our laundry room, we are going to see our washer and dryer, and yes, they are included. We get every single appliance in this home: washer, dryer, refrigerator, and then the rest of the kitchen appliances. And connecting to our laundry room is going to be our 3-car garage. We have massive amounts of space inside this garage. And for anybody that's coming from out of the state or up north and is frequently accustomed to basements, having that extra 3rd spot is going to be a great plus for you in terms of storage. And there's a lot to love in this home. Not only do we get every single appliance, washer, dryer, fridge, dishwasher, oven, stove, and then your microwave, but you also get a 3-car garage. And in Florida, a lot of people don't use their garages as garages, so that's a lot of storage for you guys to utilize, especially if you're coming from up north or you're accustomed to having basements. Now, We live in a tri-split floor plan. So that means our first bedroom we saw over there was our ensuite. We're gonna have in this section of the home our next 2 bedrooms and our next full bath. And then just to the right of me, I'll show you real quick. It's going to be our AC closet. And nothing too crazy, it's just going to be our HVAC. So behind me is bedroom number 2. Let's go ahead and take a look. In bedroom number 2, we are going to step back onto our cozy carpets, and we have one side-facing window, bringing in a decent amount of natural light to this area. And then this room is going to have a slight step-in closet. Not a full walk-in, but a step-in. And just next door to bedroom number 2 is going to be our second bathroom, where you guys are going to see we have the same ceramic tiles going all the way up to the ceiling once again for our shower tub combo. And we're going to get a little bit of natural light coming in from that window, which is always nice to see in our bathrooms. And then we're going to get a larger countertop with a ton of cabinet storage for our single vanity sink. Now, before we take a look at our final bedroom on this section, which is just right behind me, I wanted to point out that just on the outside of bathroom number 2 is going to be a linen closet. And you guys are going to see you got a good amount of space in here. You have 5 shelves, giving you enough space to store all of those linens. And now after our linen, let's walk straight into bedroom number 3. We're going to step back onto our cozy carpets, and we have a much larger bedroom than the one we just saw. We're going to have the same single side facing window, bringing in a decent amount of natural light to our 3rd bedroom. And now in this bedroom, we're going to go back to those French doors that we saw in our ensuite in bedroom number 3, giving us a good amount of closet space. And now that is going to conclude this section of the home. Once again, I'll say it, this is a tri-split floor plan. So we had our second 2 bedrooms that way, 2 and 3. Our first bedroom was the ensuite at the front of the home, and we're going to walk through this flow so you guys get a good idea what it feels like to stroll right to your master bedroom, which is just right behind me. Let me stop before I bump into it and find the door handle. Without further ado, let's walk straight into our master. In our master bedroom, we are stepping back onto our cozy carpets, and we're going to have 2 rear-facing windows, which bring in a good amount of natural light. It's also enjoyable when you don't have rear neighbors. And then we're going to have that tray ceiling just above, creating a very warm and grand environment. And we're going to have a hall that takes us down to our master bathroom. Now, but before we get there, we're going to reach our 2 closets. We have a his and a hers directly to the left and right of me. And they're going to be about the exact same in size, offering the same amount of space, so there should be no debate or debacles over who gets what. Now, I know we all have that special somebody in our life who likes to inhabit a majority of the space, and I'm sure you guys know exactly who I'm referring to. Behind me is going to be our master bathroom. Let's get a quick look. In our master bath, we are going to have a long countertop on top of our double his and hers vanity sinks. And then we're gonna have that all glass step-in shower enclosure with those ceramic tiles going all the way to the ceiling. And then we're also going to have a water closet that comes with a window, offering more space and availability to air it out just in case things ever get stinky. Now that is going to conclude our tour for the day. So thanks for stopping by, you guys. I truly do appreciate it. All that's left for you guys to do is stick around for Coach G and his numbers breakdown, and I'll catch you all in the kitchen for the outro. Peace. Welcome back, everybody, and thanks for stopping by my class. My name is Coach Contra, and we're gonna jump straight into it today, starting off with our home value. Now, this home, the lowest price I've seen this floor plan at was $347,500. So let's talk about what a monthly payment looks like at that purchase price. We're gonna go in with an FHA loan at a down payment of 3.5%, giving us a down payment of $12,163, and you're gonna need a credit score of 580 to qualify for the FHA. Now, our interest rates are currently floating around in the 6s. Give us a 6.5%, as our FHA typically offers lower interest rates, giving us a monthly payment of $2,120 a month, and that's not going to include any monthly additional fees, so no PMI, taxes, HOA, or CDD. Now, speaking of HOA and CDD, in our community of Marion Oaks, we have none, so nobody can tell you guys what to do with that land. Those are 2 monthly fees you guys would not have to worry about. Now, next up, we're going to jump into our property tax estimate. And I want you guys to keep in mind that I'm not a lender, and these numbers are subject to change. So keep that in mind as you guys utilize this information, that these are for educational purposes only, to kind of give you guys an idea of where to start. If you want the most up-to-date information, make sure to reach out to me or Dylan, and we got you. So a good rule of thumb for our property tax estimate is usually about 1% of the purchase price. So we have an annual tax bill of $3,475 for your annual tax bill. Now moving forward, we are going to jump back into some more popular loans. We already went over our FHA in the example earlier. So now we're going to jump into our conventional loan. And the most common down payments we see are 3, 5, and 10%. So at 3%, our down payment is going to be $10,425. At 5%, our down payment is going to be $17,375. And at 10%, our down payment is going to be $34,750 for our down payment. And you're gonna need a credit score of 620 to qualify for the conventional. And now I'm frequently asked what's the difference between an FHA and a conventional. And the biggest difference is going to be that PMI, the primary mortgage insurance, which can add a few $100s on top of your mortgage every single month. And the biggest difference being that with an FHA loan, the PMI is going to be there the entire duration of the loan. So the entire 15 or 30 years. And now with a conventional, it actually drops off once you hit 20% equity in the home. Now, if you need to go FHA for credit purposes or down payment purposes, that is okay. Because once you hit 20% equity mark, you can refinance out of that FHA into a conventional and have that PMI completely removed. Now, before I move into our next two loans, I want to speak about our Hometown Heroes first. Our Hometown Heroes has returned, and it's a down payment assistance program, giving first-time responders, so doctors, teachers, nurses, EMTs, firefighters, the opportunity at down payment assistance with 5% of the purchase price, with a minimum of $10,000, with going all the way up to a maximum of $35,000. And you're gonna need a credit score of 640 to qualify for that Hometown Heroes. So if you wanna utilize these funds, make sure you guys reach out fast because these are limited funds and they will not last forever. Now jumping back into our loans, we're going to look at two 100% financing loans, starting off with our USDA. Now our USDA loan has a credit score of 640 to qualify, just like our Hometown Heroes, and also has income requirements as well as guidelines that our house and our buyer must pass in order to utilize these funds. So keep that in mind as you are adhering this information. We're gonna jump into our final loan of the day, which is going to be our VA. So shout out to all my veterans out there. We truly do appreciate everything you guys do. And the VA appreciates it so much that they hook it up with a 100% financing loan. That is a big whopping $0 down. My veterans need a credit score of 620 to qualify for the VA. And all you guys are required to bring to your closing table is the closing costs. Speaking of which, closing costs is going to be our final segment of the day. And now a good rule of thumb for closing costs is usually 3%. Now I'm going to calculate at 4% because it depends on builder and other factors as well. So I calculate at 4 to kind of give you guys a little bit more of that extra buffer space. So at a rule of thumb of 4%, our closing costs are going to be $13,900 that you need to bring to the closing table. That being said, that is going to be our final segment. So thanks for stopping by, you guys, and back to you, Dylan. Peace.
Thank you, Coach C. We appreciate you as always. And as you guys can see, we are back in the kitchen. Now, as a final recap today, we were in Ocala once again, checking out our builder's custom home. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and sits right at 1,990 square feet. It also has a 3-car garage. And now this is usually the point in the video where I take a quick second to say thank you to anybody who's made it this far or is still watching, because I truly do appreciate it. And if you haven't heard me say it yet, my name is Dylan Concepcion, a real estate advisor in the Central Florida area, and I go all over Central Florida touring new construction communities and homes so you guys don't have to. So if you found any value in today's video or my previous content, you should consider hitting that like button and subscribing. 1, because it is free and it helps my channel go a long way, and who doesn't love free things? But 2, it keeps you guys in the loop so you aren't missing any opportunities similar to this one. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.